Hello everyone, we're back with Figure in Order with the Salem chapter. When we last left off, we had a very long, just single aerial. That was like 40 minutes long, so I cut it. I think we're gonna go show our plays off to the Reverend people. So I do remember there are fights that are like part of the play. So let's get a Skadi Hario. We could take a caster in the front line just to get maximized bond. Like, I don't have a quick one, but I can like Needle Chris. Why not? Because, I mean, it's Berserker Assassin, right? Actually, let's use Anastasia in the front line. And switch you out for, like, Marie. I mean, I just got Anastasia from the free 5-star ticket, so I want to use her. I really just like the... Oh, it's nighttime. This is spooky. Just kind of the atmosphere so far at Salem. How long has it been since the last time I saw a play? Oh, ho, ho, ho. What a waste of time. What a waste of perfectly good lamp oil. What nonsense is this? It's so hard to build our town hall. Now it's filled with such frivolity. They really like that word. See, I don't even see the Reverend here. Where is he? Told he had to attend to someone who fell ill. Can't make it tonight. This should be it. Okay, that's... Reverend's gonna be someone important, right? Alright, Ringmaster Horsey. We're all here. Go ahead and start the show. Got it. Let me just check on the actors. Okay, everyone, remember, just like we planned. You should already be familiar with the play from looking it over at Chaldea. You may not have been able to bring the actual script. You should all have your lines from the notes I gave you. Manahari will be playing the Queen of Sheba. Okay, we're doing this here. She's technically flamboyant and all. Sounds right up my alley. Robin, you'll play King Solomon. Yeah. And of course, Senpai, Ringmaster will lead everyone through the protection. You'll have multiple roles, so you're going to be busy. This is pretty nerve-wracking. That's true. To be honest, I'm getting very nervous myself. I'm not even performing. Be helping out from the side of the stage. As the narrator and prompter. They did have important things to do back at the house, you know. Too bad, you're acting. Has she always had just like that thin staff? Like, that's like 3 pixels wide. It just looks kind of weird. I assume that's a staff. This is part of our mission, Medea. That's right, we need to let these people get to know all of us, albeit carefully. That said, I'm only a bit player this time around. Don't screw this up, Robin. I don't know why they picked me. Said it was fine being a tree, and why don't you feel like someone's staring at me? The gaze of our audience. Act now, or not at all. Show off. Stare. Oh no, the judge! I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule for my guests, Your Honor. I'm not here as a drama critic. I'll not judge the quality of the performance. It'd hardly be fair of me to go around espousing Puritan values, after all. I'll merely be determining whether this production is suited for the good Christian people of Salem. Perfectly sensible choice. It kind of looks like the dad from Kaguya. I forget his name because nobody ever calls him by his name, but Shirogane's dad. Like a younger version of him. Can you tell me what the company will be performing today, Miss Mashu? Of course, Mr. Carter. Tonight we'll be performing a story from Scripture. Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. Well, that sounds lovely. I can't wait. Oh, Batgirl. I'm afraid we don't have any velvet curtains, but please go ahead and get started. Did they use velvet curtains back then? Like, is that like an age-old tradition? Hey, she has a new spray. It went all out. Takeuchi was like, okay, I could draw something. Ahem. Good evening, distinguished guests, and thank you for accepting our invitation. On behalf of the Horsey Company, I'd like to say that we cannot express our gratitude for you taking your time to be here this evening. Tonight we'll be performing a story about the most enigmatic queen in the Bible. She was the queen of a prosperous southern nation, somewhere south of Arabia, perhaps to the east of Africa. This queen was drawn to King Solomon, known far and wide for his peerless wisdom, decided to journey across the desert to meet him. Tell me, do you know what a true desert is like? An endless sea of sand that stretches out past the horizon, a land of death. Not a single drop of water can be found. To Across it, the queen ordered hundreds of camels, accompanied by thousands of soldiers in attendance, to form a single file procession. Each camel is laden with incredible treasures, gold, jewels, and precious frankincense. I don't actually know what frankincense is. I know the 3 wise men, they brought some to Jesus. What was it? Gold? Not meth. I remember mixing that up as a kid. Mirth and frankincense? Our story begins with the queen perched on a camel, surveying her procession. Oh, it's frankincense, so is it something you burn? How depressing. Don't mind traveling by camel. But what will I do if I travel all the way to Jerusalem? Still cannot meet with King Solomon. Why does this weigh on you so, your majesty? You have thought of nothing else but these entire 2 months. You've thought of nothing else for these entire 2 months of travel. We are 2 days away from the Red Sea harbor, and Jerusalem is still farther. Besides, see for yourself the mountains of treasures you bring. 120 talents of gold, more than even 20 camels can carry. Sapphires, ambers, opals, garnets, and other precious jewels. The finest frankincense our nation has. Never before has such a vast array of treasure been brought on such a journey across the desert. More than even that, your majesty's beauty is renowned far and wide. King or not, there's no man alive who would refuse you. Is that so? Oh. Wow, I wonder who this could be. I didn't even know they showed her sprite. I thought it was just a silhouette. But no, they really show her. So, I mean, what's the point of keeping it hidden? Not so sure about that. These treasures are merely tokens of my good intentions, to show the people that I am trustworthy. The true cargo I bear lies within my heart. For this man was born to be king, and has been blessed by God himself. Oh. Hey, is that the trader from Camelot? Maybe I'm mixing it up, but I think that's him. Afraid I do not understand. This man may be a great king, but he's still just a man. If you flatter him, he'll grow conceited. If you appeal to his greed, riches will blind him. If he is truly born to be a king, is that not all the more reason for him to rest on the laurels of his lineage? It's true that Israel is much more peaceful, far easier to trade with now, than it was under its previous king. But still, I have my doubts about his wisdom. Keep such thoughts to yourself now that the harbor is in sight. One never knows where the ears of the king might be lurking. As you wish. What's this? Caravan leader. Something is amiss at the head of the procession. Wyverns. Supposed to be an ambush by wyverns. They never learn, do they? We should be nearing an oasis. These often congregate in such areas, so expect some issues as we drew near. Some poor fools cannot resist the temptation our caravan offers and the possibility of its riches. If you expected as much, then I trust you have also prepared for such attacks. Is there anything I can do to help drive them off? Surely you jest, your majesty. Rest assured that all is taken care of. We have plenty of capable fighters at our command. These fighters do not work merely for money. They're warriors of honor, faithful to queen and country. I'll send them out alongside our own soldiers post-haste. My, aren't we pompous all of a sudden? Well, very well then. Leave you and your fighters to your task. Okay. I wonder, like, how relevant are these plays to the actual story, right? Because obviously, so I'm not even going to beat around the bush anymore. So we're seeing the Queen of Sheba. She's Tituba. Is her past relevant to what's going on? Or, and like this is not even her past, right? This is a story written by Shakespeare and Hans Christian Andersen. Yeah, so what's the point, really, right? VVV. Like, I assume the play's still going to go on for at least a little bit longer. Like, I remember there are silhouettes of Sheba talking to Solomon. Obviously has relevance to the greater Fate Grand Order story because Solomon, right? Even though I don't see how that'd be relevant for Salem. He's like, Solomon is dead. I wanted to say something, but no, I won't add on to that. NP gained. Okay. Oh, that's kind of tanky. Oh, we're not level halved. I guess it's because this is a play, right? That makes sense. You go, B. So, I mean, I guess we'll see. I remember there's a play that has Jeanne d'Arc in it. I think it also has Jean Alter and Jean Santa Lily. I remember that standing out to me because I was playing through Salem on the Japanese service, you know, obviously having no idea what's going on. And then Jean d'Arc Santa Lily Alter shows up, and I'm like, what the heck is this? Right? It's just doing my creepy Cthulhu Salem Fake Grand Order chapter, and I don't want to call her a joke character, but mostly joke character shows up. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, won't kill him this turn, but next turn. So, I mean, I assume that's the play we perform in public after, you know, they go, okay, yeah, this is a good play. Although I wonder how they'll perceive it if it's not a biblical play, right? Or maybe a biblical play will be even worse for us, because, I mean, I assume they approve us, so I don't think that's the case, but maybe, like, we get one detail wrong. Death to the witches! You know? That kind of thing. Okay. Lots of bond. When it says plus 1,630, that actually means we're getting 3,260, right? I think so, yeah? Because, I mean, why would it say plus that if... Yeah, so that's the double. Okay, I see. Okay. A rider and assassin. This seems like a good place to bring... Well, Edmund or Kiara, right? I think they both work. I mean, I guess it's Scotty instead of... You know, neither support, we should bring Edmund. Because even with the type advantage, Edmund with Scuddy is probably better than Kiara. Before Artoria Caster comes out. Wait, is my mic? Yeah, my microphone's... Okay, thank God. I had a video of Olympus. A very important one. Where we fight... Not quite the final boss, but who's essentially this story's final boss. And my microphone cut off for the last half of it. Thanks to their capable bodyguards, the Queen's procession easily fended off their attackers. Soon after resuming their journey to Jerusalem, so what did the Wyverns provide to the story? Okay, the you know, the bandits. Did that provide any story value? Or did Shakespeare write that? Oh yeah, we need a break for the battle. The procession arrived at the Red Sea harbor. The harbor was packed with throngs of camels. There's a lively din sounding left and right from merchants awaiting ships and cargo. The Queen's caravan entered hundreds of ships that set sail for the north of the Red Sea. In time, the massive fleet arrived upon the northern edge of the Gulf of Aqaba? A seaport called Ezion-Geber, built by King Solomon himself. I'm assuming those are real places, or at least biblical places. The people of Israel were surely taken aback by the appearance of the mysterious queen and the untold wealth she brought with her. This magnificent scene of the queen meeting King Solomon has been depicted in countless numbers of painted masterpieces. Really? The queen's procession headed northward overland, their eyes taking in the pastures of the foreign country that surrounded them. And at last, they arrived at a point where they could just merely make out Jerusalem's glittering white ramparts. And yet, something seemed amiss. Oh, this is ridiculous. Can't take it anymore. You seem upset, my retainer. Yes, your majesty, I am. We've been stuck in this village with a ravine for an entire week. If we don't get moving soon, the soldiers and camel tamers will start to get homesick. What say the messengers are set ahead to Jerusalem? I've sent them countless times, your majesty. Even wanted to try to negotiate our entry myself. It's just the guards keep inventing reasons to turn us away at the gate. They're hopeless. Even showing them a list of all the gifts we bring for King Solomon has done little more than warrant a smirk. I see. Then perhaps this time I met them with them myself. Tell them the caravan to loosen their loads and make themselves at ease. Your majesty? Oh, this is straight out of Camelot. I don't know if this sprite is from Camelot or not. Your majesty, please, you mustn't go off on your own. I remember that trader guy, he actually had a name. And a face, which is why you remember him. There's a flock of sheep coming this way. All the guards chase them off. No need for that. It's not our kingdom, so we shall be the ones to make way. Bob? Man, these sheep are nice and plump. Their wall is soft and well kept. This is indeed a rich land. Well, oh, hey, David. Well, no. Isn't every day one comes across such an esteemed noble? Good day to you. I mean, or are they using... So, we're using sprites from how... This presumably went historically, but why David sprite? If Solomon's king, he's either dead or very old. Straight back, who are you? As you can see, I'm merely a passing shepherd. A harmless, friendly young man who enjoys nothing more than singing and dancing. Are shepherds so rare where you come from? No, they are not. I do beg your pardon. You must be the travelers that have been staying here in this ravine. This place is ill suited to making camp. Have you run into some manner of trouble on your journey? You're quite perceptive, young shepherd. Is luck what happened? You know, this play kinda sucks. I see. It's certainly odd. So far we've had Queen talking about how rich she is at fighting bandits, and now she's talking to some shepherd. Jerusalem is supposed to be a city of compassion, a place that will open its gates to anyone. How terribly embarrassing that it seems fit to reject guests who have traveled from so far away. Can you tell us what Jerusalem is like, young shepherd? Unless this place meant to just suck up to Puritans. In which case, I guess it's working. What do you think of the great King's City? Well now, I can hardly refuse to answer a question from such a beautiful lady, can I? Your Majesty, surely there are far better ways to pass the time than in company of this ill-mannered youth. What's wrong with it? I'm having a perfectly lovely time. Haha, unfortunately, I haven't been to the city myself in quite a while. Do hear rumors from time to time. Jerusalem is a city like no other, truly the center of the world. Its ramparts stand tall against any threat. Its palace is the height of luxury. I believe its most beautiful feature is the temple its previous king wished to build really, really badly. David, obviously. They say it's a truly impressive sight. Implore you to pay it a visit yourself after you arrive, my lady. I think I shall do just that. Do you think Shakespeare and Anderson asked David for references? What about the people who live there? Have they no complaints at all? Good question. Suppose I might simply say that it seems the king is doing a superb job. Each and every one of his people speaks of him with reverence. His language is lyrical as poetry. They say that he's a fair and just judge, possessed of true wisdom. It is born to be the perfect king. True wisdom. But ripe fruit inevitably draws pests. The fruit itself may not be to blame, but alas, there's nothing one can do about the laws of nature. Thus do security and abundance inevitably lead to avarice and arrogance. I knew it. Your Majesty? Wait, does it mean the gatekeepers expect us to bribe them? Even after our messengers have long since paid our toll. Afraid there isn't much a lowly shepherd like me can do about that. The best I can do is join you in conversation here in the shade of our fleeting moment. Oh, unless you'd have me play my harp? Well, that will do. Thank you, my good shepherd. But actually, the shepherd is Solomon in disguise. Hold on. I got it. I called it. By the way, I noticed a number of your sheep have injured their legs. Could I buy them off you, so that I may treat my subjects to them? Well, that'd be a great help. Cannot think of a more advantageous trade for us both. Alright. Oh, oops. Just remember something else you may find of interest. It's perhaps a bit spooky, but... Spooky? Wyverns? Hidden gates, you say? That's right, gates. Jerusalem is a big place with many people coming and going. Such the ramparts contain a number of side gates. Holy gate reserved for God. A gate for chariots, a gate for merchants, a gate for slaves, even a gate for shepherds. While I don't know whether it really exists or not, I also heard there's a forbidden gate for rock, or for spirits. They say it's dark even during the day, but the dead themselves make use of it. It's always closed and barred. Not even the guards go near it. Is there biblical text supporting this, or did they just make that up? Thus did the Queen of Sheba learn of the hidden gate into Jerusalem from a mysterious young shepherd. The Queen next stole away to Jerusalem in the middle of the night, taking only a select few of her servants. She decided that if the front gates would not be open to her, then she'd simply sneak in the back. None of this is written in Holy Scripture, but please do not kill— Okay. That's heresy! Burn the witch! But how our company may use our imagination to help bring the story to life. It would do nothing to diminish King Solomon's greatness, or if the Queen of Sheba's beauty. I recognize this. The guides would refuse us passage, then we shall make our own passage into the city. Huh, as if crossing the great desert wasn't brazen enough. Never imagined you to be so reckless, a queen. Ah! Wyverns! This must be some of the city's guards. So this is another trial we must face. If our actions go against the will of God, this is where our journey will come to an end. Please stand back, Your Majesty. The soldiers will handle this. Okay. Wyverns. Salem's so long. Well, I mean, it is 10 chapters, right? Just the way they split them up is weird. I wonder if there's reason for that. Like, I do know Salem was split up into 3 batches, I think. Like, released like every couple days. Or I think like every once a week. I don't know. I forget the exact time frame, but 3 waves this time. So I think 3 at first, then 4 through 7, then 8 through 10. If I remember right. Yeah, saying sorry, I had to cut it there. Sorry. Ghost. A little stronger this time, but nothing that anime can't handle. Being level 90. I don't want to go back to being level 45. Don't send me back. I wonder if at the final fight are you half HP. Well, half level. I forget. I remember the final fight messed me up though, because it's against a foreigner. I don't think that's a big shock. That's when they added the new class. I didn't know what they did, so I brought up Berserker. Like, it was right when it came out. And, because I just brought Vlad to everything. Yeah. You guys probably know how that went down. Also, it's a single target caster? Hit Frida? What if Ifrit was a cute anime girl? As we know, Final Fantasy invented Ifrit, right? That's where they're pulling this from? That's not like a real thing? Oh, I don't know what Ifrit is from. Is it a biblical thing? Is it a Hindu thing? Is it a Buddhism thing? I don't know. Some kind of thing. I don't even know if it's mythological or religious. Well, I mean, same ballpark. Some kind of old cultural ghost spirit type thing. Wait, something like that. Fun. Tanoshi. That's our random skill name. Is that part of the play? I wish I brought Kiara now. Type advantage doesn't really matter if you just kill everything in one noble phantasm. But if you don't, this happens. You lose all your buffs and do no damage. I mean, oh, Skadi. Okay, we're going to Camelot now. Okay, last aerial or post battle. Post battle. It's Camelot. So the Queen of Sheba's procession fought off the guardian spirits. I mean, this is the closest thing they have to a Jerusalem background, right? Like, it was in Jerusalem. Successfully made their way into Jerusalem. Soon the king learned that a foreign queen had entered the holy city, and the front gates were finally opened. Thus did the parade of camels and ostensibly dressed attendants make their way through Jerusalem. I said that right. Though the people of Jerusalem were accustomed to luxury, the riches that the queen presented to the king must have surely made even their eyes pop. The lavish spices they brought with them also proved to be incredibly popular. Soon the holy city was filled with their scents. Shortly thereafter, the queen was officially invited to the palace, and at long last granted an audience with King Solomon himself. Oh, this is actually the Solomon spray. How good of you to come, Queen Sheba. Queen of Sheba. On behalf of my subjects, I welcome you. I extend my hospitality to you and your people. Please stay in my palace. Rest from your journey. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, good King Solomon. Now that this moment has come, the fatigue from my journey is all but vanished. I know who you are. This may be our first time meeting face to face, but I've had opportunities to learn about you. Without fail, the finest jewels and spices brought to Jerusalem come from the southern kingdoms. I've spoken to merchants and travelers about them, interested to know more. They told me of a queen from a desert kingdom in the south with a sure eye and a nose for trade. Till last night, my image of that queen was hazy and blurred, like a mirage. But now, I see clearly that she's a beautiful desert flower beyond compare. You're too kind, King Solomon. If anything, I'm the one in awe of how your grand figure far exceeds the picture I held in my mind. They should show the sprite, it's just Robin Hood in like a wig. Apologize for the treatment you endured on your journey here, Queen of Sheba. I shall find out how it came to pass and see justice served, should it be necessary. If it pleases you, that's a typo. Shall give you a tour of the palace myself. Will that serve as an apology? I always wondered if they went back and changed typos over time. Maybe they do, but not all of them, right? A tour from King Solomon himself? You think of no greater pleasure. Of course, the pleasure will be mine, I assure you. The two rulers proceeded to walk around Jerusalem's palace, chatting happily all the while. Every one of the dances performed, the harp songs played, and the dishes served was truly exquisite. But the place that the Queen of Sheba was most impressed with was indeed the very building the Good Shepherd had told her about. The magnificent temple of Jerusalem stood even taller than the own king's palace. Atop its great altar, burnt offerings are made to God. They are sacrificial animals, and other splendid offerings are consumed by sacred fire. Once these offerings are chosen to become God's food, the frankincense, which would later be chosen as one of the three wise men's gifts, were burnt like firewood. While bearing witness to these amazing spectacles, the queen casually posed King Solomon a series of questions. Indeed, these very questions were the queen's purpose in venturing to Jerusalem. I know a little bit about this, like it was riddles, right? A question of appraising the king's wisdom, distinguishing his worth, gaining a true answer to questions she had long pondered. Some scholars say the queen had only 2 questions, while others claim she had as many as 19. Whatever their number, King Solomon answered each in turn, and the queen marveled at his wisdom. And in that moment, she decided to entrust King Solomon with the 3 most precious riddles she carried deep in her heart. Solomon, in turn, honored his noble guest by having as many retainers line up among both sides of his throne. So began a battle of wits to test the merits of both rulers. There could be no room for failure. As silence hung in the throne room, the audience watched with bated breath. Great King Solomon, leader of the people of Israel, and bearer of boundless wisdom, I humbly request that you answer these questions. Share your wisdom with your guests. Very well. Speak your questions. There's a room... Blue Truth! Zomineko! There's a room with 10 doors. When one door is open, 9 are closed. When 9 doors are open, 1 door is closed. The answer is a person. The room is the womb, and the 10 doors are the eyes, ears, nose, mouth, navel, and excretory holes. When a person is a fetus, the door of the navel is open. Once they are born, the door is forever closed. Okay. O king, you are wise indeed. Speak your next question. Very well, O king. Let me next ask you this. These words weigh more than... That riddle reminds me of something that come out of like the Mahabharata, which I listened to a podcast about for the Lost Belt 4. I guess back then, you know, all the old stuff, they're just like, yeah, let's make a stupid riddle. And if they answer that, that's how you know they're smart. Because no one else can come to the answer with it because it's stupid. These words weigh more than gold or even life itself, require 4 people to carry them. And yet their master has never once seen them. Wait, did he answer that in red? He answered it in red. Oh, in pink. It's Umineko. The answer is the Ark of the Covenant. How am I supposed to get that? The very chest I inherited from my predecessor, against the 10 Commandments, proof of our covenant with God. It is kept in the innermost chamber of my temple, most holy room that is constantly filled with incense. O king, you are truly a man of wisdom. Speak your next question. Very well then, O king. This is my final question. This ocean is calm. Ship sails forever against the wind. The ship's pilot plots the course towards dark clouds. Ship is in no way prepared to weather a storm. Let's see. The ocean is calm. A ship sails against the wind. Ship's pilot plots a course towards dark clouds. The ship is in no way prepared to weather a storm. I don't know. The answer is, Yaman Hood! Yaman! Hey, damn it, just give me a second here. Calm ocean, a ship pilot? What's this all about? Yaman Hood! You win! Hold on just a moment, I can't answer this. Oh yes, great king. Please tell me your answer. What's the matter, Sullivan? Hurry up and answer your third question. Trying, but my script only has 2 riddles. Only had 2 riddles. Huh? That can't be right. Wait. I don't see it in mine either. What's going on? Could have sworn Anderson's manuscript had all 3. Huh? What's this? Don't tell me the great King Solomon can't even answer a simple riddle? Well, what say you, your majesty? Following my script to the letter, okay? Don't have any response lines in mine either. Dang it, Matahari. You tell you're enjoying this. Yeah, I've got your answer right here. Why wouldn't I know it? Solomon knows everything. Please stay in character. Your riddle's so easy, it's not worthy of it. No, come on. What say you, Magistrate Advisor? Would you like to answer this one in my stead? You may even just offer a hint to me, like... Wait, me? Why are the scripts different? It's, the answer is Jerusalem. It's, yeah, because you see, the ship is the city, and the king is ready, but the ship isn't. Come on, Ringmaster, help me out here. Senpai! Maybe it's the difference between you 2 rulers. Does it have to do with the desert? Is this Sheba asking for aid? It did go into, Mashu explained the desert earlier. Remember she went into it? The desert? Well, actually, hang on. Desert, sand, ocean. An ocean of sand, eh? What say you, O king? A fascinating riddle. Gets to the very core of our 2 perspectives. If I answer incorrectly, then Israel will lose a precious friend indeed. The answer is a nation. When a capable sailor takes the helm, the wind may carry him faster than ever. Much as the sea might appear the same everywhere, it's far from a single thing. It's made of numberless droplets altogether. Hey, so I mean, really, was I wrong? Even when it appears calm, its surface hides unperceivable waves and maelstroms. Jerusalem was a nation. Well, I think it was a capital of a nation. I don't know. It's like the grains of sand that make up a desert. Quicksand lying in wait for its prey. Very well then, O king. What lies the ship's destination? Where it lies? The ship stops for nothing. But it is not a ship that runs from danger, nor one that drifts upon the waves. It's but driftwood that will sink in the fullness of time. The pilot knows that an unavoidable storm is coming and sounds the alarm. Only a ship that endures tribulation will see the glorious light of day that awaits in the new world. O king, you're indeed a wise leader worthy of this nation. Queen of Sheba, pray that the Lord our God sees fit to bless you with his protection. You are no mere guest destined to while away your time before my throne. Though your kingdom might be but a mirage that lies to the distant south, I hereby vow that our 2 nations shall be allies, and you, my friend. You're too kind, O king, but I'm the most heartened that my journey here has proved fruitful. Should you ever be in need of aid in an even greater endeavor, I shall return from beyond the desert and assist you to the best of my ability. End of fight? No, not yet. Thus did King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba's battle of wits come to an end. With a more awe and respect for Solomon than ever before, the Queen set off to return to her home of Sheba. Solomon, in turn, was happy to give the Queen exactly the gift she wished for. As for what became of the prosperous desert kingdom, of the bond between King Solomon and his queen, no biblical scholar can say. All we can do now is imagine the fate grand order of the legendary queen for ourselves. Hey, I thought we said we didn't have curtains. Sorry, take a drink. Thank you all for watching. This concludes the Horsey Company's special performance of Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. With no mistakes, it was flawless. Hey, they clapped! They clapped! Oh yeah, one more arrow. And this one should be short, right? I had to look at a YouTube video of section 1 just to see if I could continue next time, and we're about halfway through it after 2 videos, so given the time of this should be... The wharf. Is that the Reverend? So this is the Puritan colony of Salem. Oh no, it's not, because he's new here. Just a moment, sir. Pew, if I managed to dock. You're the only cargo we're alone in here, sir. Certainly fine by me, though, since you already paid for passage. Pretty rough storm we had to sail through to get here, though. You doing alright? I'm on land now. My work is on land, where man lives and works. There's no land inhabited by man, here or anywhere, that is free of sin. Not even Eden itself. Okay. You think that's a Lovecraft character? Professor Carter, there are people from the village who'd like to see you. They seem pretty upset. There's a good number of them, too. I see. Very well, I'll go meet them. Pardon me for the moment, Mr. Horsey. They're asking to see you too, Your Honor. What's this all about? You have a lot to answer for, Mr. Carter. Uncle, Tituba is... Abigail. You here too? You're here too, Tituba? She's a witch! Mr. Carter? Did these people bring you here? Again, what's this all about? May I remind you that Tituba is my servant. I'll thank you to mind you how you treat her. Listen to me, Mr. Carter. My daughter's been lying face down in bed, ill, all day. Oh, witch trials have begun. I know when you stopped by this morning, I told you she was just tired from last night's excitement. Thought she would be fine once she got some sleep, but I was wrong. She kept groaning and writhing, so she was fighting off a terrible fever. Tried to give her some bread and water to help her calm down, but she refused. I was at a loss for what to do next, so I asked the Reverend to come take a look at her. Once he arrived, she seemed to be suffering more than ever. How so, exactly? Well, Reverend? Oh, the Reverend is just a normal guy? He has no face? Really? It seemed to me as if she was possessed by the devil himself. She cried out with a shrill, inhuman voice. Tried to strangle me with such strength as no child should ever have. Actually, the guy calling for Reverend, he's the Reverend. He just put on a bow tie or whatever that thing is real quick. You see? They're the same guy. He just took it off. We held her down as best we could, till she finally passed out and went limp. We then went to change her sheets. What the heck? Found this strange and devilish charm within the straw. That's creepy. According to Putnam's daughter, it's Tituba who made it. Oh my. What an evil-looking wooden figure. I'll take that as evidence. Is this true, Tituba? Did you make that? Mr. Carter? It's, well... You've got it all wrong. This isn't Tituba's fault. Anne took it without asking. Oh, so it is hers. You could hear the commotion all the way inside. What's going on? Looks like most of the village is here. Is that Tituba they're interrogating in the middle of the crowd? Medea did this. Oh, Medea. Always knew there's something strange about you. This is dreadful. I don't suppose... Were you the one who had those Indians kill the Williamses? Stop that. The Williams girl is here, right here. Oh, right. Abigail's parents. You're a witch. That's a tool used in blasphemous curses. Suspect this woman is guilty of heresy. Well, that wasn't the judge. Who are you? Oh, no. Yeah, this guy. Name's Matthew Hopkins. Should I know that name? I'm assuming it's a Lovecraft character. I just arrived here on a boat from Boston. Was it? That wasn't the guy from the Dunwich Horror, was it? I don't think it was. Well, I'll Google it on my phone right now. As of tonight, I've been appointed Salem's head judge by order of the governor. The judge's last name should be Hawthorne, right? Because I think he's related to Nathaniel Hawthorne? Who do you think you are, barging in here all... This judge is Hawthorne, I think. So I don't think this is a historical judge. Matthew Hopkins. He's an English witch hunter. Oh, he's a real guy? Was he in Salem? Nothing on the top of the Wikipedia says he was in Salem, but he did hunt witches. And he flourished during the English Civil War. He died when he was 27? That guy's not 27. Although that actually is what his picture looks like. And that of a superior judge, no less. I apologize for my rudeness. Pay it no mind. These are extraordinary circumstances. How did you become a judge back then? People of Salem, I first ask that you calm yourselves and regain your composure. The devil's power is at the height of its hours after dark. We must not let our fears guide our decisions. I hereby order this slave to be taken into custody. Oh, she is a slave? Interrogated. We'll hear what she has to say in the morning. The tuba's in danger. Don't do it, Horsey. I mean, Master. Please just stay out of this. You can't interfere here. You need to remain a bystander right now. We will get swept up in this as well. What do you mean? Can't you tell? It's begun. I mean, she's a caster. She's a witch. Glad to see you're willing to cooperate. Mr. Carter, as your owner, I'd like you to accompany her to the town's holding cells. Alright, I'll accompany you. Mr. Carter! Miss Marshall, Mr. Horsey. Sorry to trouble you. Could I ask you to take Abigail home for me? I know I can trust you and your troop. You all proved that in your play. Abby? This is awful. Poor Tituba. Okay. Ooh, that's a long section. Give me that quartz though. And see you, Yggdrasil. Predator resonance. First knot. Oh, is that what unknot meant? I'm assuming that's going to be a naming scheme for at least the first 3 sections. So the next one will be second knot. Or maybe it doesn't work that way, I don't know. But since those were the ones that came out in a group, I think the first 3. That makes sense to me. Okay, yeah, guys. Glad to at least be a section down. I am planning on working on Salem, but slower than the other. Probably like work through the Lost Belts, but you know, 1 section down is good progress. So see you guys next time. Bye.